Today I'm going to show you how to replace the camera lens in the Sony Xperia Z5 Premium. The nice thing about having a plastic camera lens is that it's probably not going to shatter or crack like a glass lens would, but it does get scratched up, and once it starts affecting your pictures, it's time for a replacement. The hardest part about this whole project is going to be replacing the back. It is made of glass, and in order to remove it, we have to soften the glue underneath the back glass cover. I use a heat gun. You can also use your sister's hairdryer, and that warms up the glue and softens it enough to remove the back panel. I'm using a thin metal pry tool to cut the adhesive around the edge. There are these pull tabs underneath the back cover, and it's actually a lot easier to use the pull tabs. Lift up the top of the back panel, and then you can grab the edge of the pull tab and pull it out along the side of the device, releasing the back panel easier than prying it out all along the edge. Hindsight is 20/20. Here's the camera lens itself on the back panel. Make sure you don't touch the actual lens of the camera that's attached to the motherboard, or your pictures will be blurry later on. I'm going to use a bona fide hardware camera lens. Because these lenses are plastic, bona fide hardware also ships a plastic lens. They are the original parts. Now to remove the lens, you can take a razor blade and slide it around the adhesive. It is held on pretty tight, but if you add a little heat, it'll fall apart faster than Hillary Clinton's deceitful presidential campaign. So here's the new lens. It does come with some adhesive along the front side of it. I'm going to remove the protection on the front side and then drop it down into the back panel. The more glue residue that you remove, the more flush it'll sit with the back panel once it's installed. I'm going to press it down into place, making sure the adhesive has a firm grasp along the back, and then remove the protection along the back. Make sure you don't get any fingerprints on the inside of the lens. It's really hard to clean off once you have it installed on the phone. And there you have it, installed on the back panel. You can follow Hillary's example and just wipe it with a cloth to clean off any fingerprints. I am going to add a little bit of adhesive on the inside of the back panel to secure it. If you're going to be using your phone for a while after this lens replacement, I would recommend buying some professional adhesive. It only costs $1 or $2, and I will link that down in the video description below along with the replacement parts. Time to test out the camera. Everything works perfect. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. I do respond fairly regularly. Thanks a ton for watching. If I helped you out today, feel free to follow me on Instagram or Twitter. Hope to see you around.